Hello, Shahzabe. I really like that book you made for me, so I thought I'd read you a story. This is a story I made up. I hope you like it. It's called Shahzabe's Visit. Grandpa got up one morning. He took a shower, got dressed, and was about to have his first cup of coffee when all of a sudden the doorbell rang. Who could that be? Thought Grandpa as he got up to answer the door. He opened the door, and who do you think was there? It was Shahzabe. "Hi, Grandpa," says Shahzabe. "I missed you, so I decided to come and visit you." "Well, I missed you too, so I am so happy you came. And I see you brought Ibrahim with you." "Of course," said Shahzabe. "I couldn't leave him behind. He would be sad." "Hey, Grandma," Grandpa shouted. "You'll never guess who is here. It's Shahzabe and Ibrahim." Grandma came running. "Oh, Shahzabe, I'm so happy to see you guys. I missed you so much." And then she reached down and gave them both a big hug. And when she was finished, Grandpa gave them each a big hug too. "Well, come in, boys," said Grandpa. "You two must be hungry. How about pancakes for breakfast?" Grandpa knew that pancakes were one of Shahzabe's favorite foods, and Ibrahim liked them also. "Yes, Grandpa, I would really like pancakes," said Shahzabe. "Also, can I have some apple juice?" "Of course," said Grandpa. So Grandma got them some apple juice while Grandpa made the pancakes. After breakfast, Grandpa said, "So, Shahzabe, what do you want to do now?" "Well, let's walk to the park," said Shahzabe. So they did. It was snowing and cold, so they bundled up and put on their coats and boots and gloves and went outside. Grandma and Ibrahim decided to stay at home, so it was just Shahzabe and Grandpa walking to the park through the snow. Little did they know that they were being tracked. Uncle Neil and Cousin Jake were also out for a walk, and they spotted Grandpa and Shahzabe ahead of them. But Grandpa and Shahzabe didn't see Uncle Neil and Cousin Jake, so Uncle Neil and Cousin Jake decided to play a sneaky trick. They ran ahead and hid behind a bush to prepare an ambush. When Grandpa and Shahzabe came walking by, they jumped up and started throwing snowballs, one after another. "Oh no," said Grandpa after being hit by a snowball. "We are under attack. What can we do?" "Don't be scared, Grandpa," said Shahzabe. "It's Uncle Neil and Cousin Jake. They are throwing snowballs at us. Let's fight back." And with that, Shahzabe picked up a snowball and threw it right at Uncle Neil. Then Grandpa picked up a snowball and threw it right at Cousin Jake. Pretty soon, snowballs were flying all over the place. Everyone was throwing snowballs at everyone else. All of a sudden, Shahzabe yelled, "Charge!" He ran right at Uncle Neil. They grappled. Uncle Neil tried to trip Shahzabe, but Shahzabe used his dodge defense to avoid it. Then he used his flip technique to throw Uncle Neil into the snow. Of course, he did this gently so Uncle Neil wouldn't hurt himself. All of a sudden, Cousin Jake yelled, "Charge!" He ran right at Grandpa. He went at Grandpa with his tackle technique. Jake is a football player and has a powerful tackle. But Grandpa used his dodge defense to evade, and soon they were grappling and trying to throw each other into the snow. However, Cousin Jake was too strong for Grandpa and was on the verge of overpowering him when Grandpa yelled, "Help, Shahzabe! Cousin Jake is too strong. He is going to throw me into the snow. Help, help!" "Don't worry, Grandpa, I'll save you," shouted Shahzabe. And he charged straight at Cousin Jake. Grandpa was too exhausted and had to rest, so it was Shahzabe against Cousin Jake. So they wrestled back and forth, each trying to throw the other into the snow. Shahzabe kept trying his flip technique, but Cousin Jake was too powerful. He lifts weights and plays football, so he is very strong. Cousin Jake using his powerful tackle technique, but Shahzabe was too fast for him and kept dodging it. So they wrestled back and forth for a long time. But eventually, Cousin Jake was about to get the upper hand and throw Shahzabe into the snow when all of a sudden Shahzabe looked up and said in a surprised voice, "Daddy, what are you doing here?" That's right, Shahzabe's daddy was standing right there. He said, "When I heard you had gone to visit Grandma and Grandpa, I decided to come too." Shahzabe broke free from Cousin Jake and ran to Daddy and gave him a big hug. "Daddy, you have to help us," said Shahzabe. "Cousin Jake and Uncle Neil ambushed us and attacked us with snowballs. We were able to defeat Uncle Neil, but Cousin Jake is too powerful for us and we need your help." Shahzabe's daddy said, "Of course I'll help you, son." And with that, he ran at Cousin Jake. Cousin Jake and Shahzabe's daddy began to wrestle around. Now, Cousin Jake is super strong, but Shahzabe's daddy is super duper strong. Cousin Jake tried to knock Shahzabe's daddy down with his tackle technique, but Shahzabe's daddy used his dodge defense to evade it. Then Shahzabe's daddy tried to trip Cousin Jake, but Cousin Jake managed to stay on his feet. And so it went, back and forth. Snow was flying everywhere, but neither side could knock down the other. Finally, Shahzabe's daddy, using all his strength, picked Cousin Jake up and threw him into the snow. Of course, he did this gently so Cousin Jake wouldn't be hurt. After that, everyone was wet and tired and cold, so they all decided to go back to Grandpa's house to warm up. When they got back there was another surprise waiting for Shahzabe. "Mommy, you've come too." That's right, Shahzabe's mommy had come to visit also. She and Grandma were sitting in the kitchen while Ibrahim was taking a nap. Shahzabe ran over and gave his mommy a great big hug. Shahzabe's mommy said, "When I found out everyone had gone to visit Grandma and Grandpa, I decided to come too. So here I am." Grandma made hot chocolate for everybody, so in a little while they were all warmed up and felt better. Then Mommy and Grandma decided to take Ibrahim and meet Grammy and Gramps at the mall and go shopping. Cousin Jake, Uncle Neil, Shahzabe's daddy, and Grandpa decided to turn on the TV and watch the football game. And Shahzabe, what did he do? He curled up on the couch and took a long, long nap. The end. I hope you liked my story, Shahzabe. I love you and have a nice day.